Naval Yard shooting rampage has a wide-reaching impact.
Our Tom Murray spoke with a Wisconsin native who lives on an Air Force base not far from where the shooting took place. Tom.
Well, Carol, Steve, the 128th Refueling Wing here at Mitchell International, like bases across the country, keeping a close eye on what is happening in Washington. As you can imagine, things incredibly intense in D.C., as I found out from a woman who lives on an Air Force base not far from the Naval Yard.
It is still pretty frightening to know that something like that could happen in such close proximity of where I am.
It's been a day unlike any other for a Wisconsin woman living on an Air Force base in Washington, D.C.
Sirens started to go off, warning everyone to take shelter. People who were in businesses around this area have not seen come out of buildings because they're on lockdown.
Katie Baylor is from Milwaukee, and her husband Jordan is from Wauwatosa. She spoke with me by phone from their townhome on Bolling Air Force Base. As you can see on this map, Bolling is in the capital, across the river from the Washington Naval Yard, both very close to Reagan Airport. Katie got a call from her husband shortly after he arrived at his job on base.
They're saying, hey, stay indoors. Something's going on at the Navy Yard with an active shooter there, and you're not allowed to leave the house because you can't get in anywhere else. So that kind of did scare us.
And making this all the more frightening, there was actually a time when there was reports of a shooter on that Air Force base where that Wisconsin couple lives. That proved to be false. Live tonight at the airport, Tom Murray, today's TMJ4.
Yeah, tense hours in the nation's capital today. Thank you very much, Tom.
The shooting happened about 4 miles away from Reagan National Airport.
Security precautions delayed a number of flights out of Washington, D.C.
Todd Hicks spoke with people who just arrived in Milwaukee from D.C. He's live at Mitchell International Airport now with that. Todd.
Well, Stephen, Carol, chaotic and confusing is the way some passengers in D.C. describe the airport there today. Now, many passengers today arriving here tell me they are just so thankful to be back home safe here in Milwaukee tonight.
You could see a lot of planes backed up because they weren't letting them fly out.
Rick Keeley described Reagan National as looking more like a parking lot than an airport Monday morning. The Oconomowoc man was flying home to Milwaukee when word spread of the shootings. What was the general mood in D.C. this morning?
Well, there seemed to be a lot of confusion. Most people were standing around monitors trying to find out what had happened.
The Naval Yard is close to the airport, so the FAA decided to stop planes from taking off for a while because of security concerns. The grounded flights at Washington National causing delays all across the country, including here in Milwaukee. So far, 2 flights have been pushed back here at General Mitchell, delaying about 250 passengers. Keeley said the stepped-up security was hard to miss.
You just noticed a lot more police officers in the area, and we weren't sure how long they were going to shut the airport down for.
And there was a major reason police were so concerned with security at that airport today. I'll have more on that coming up tonight at 6. We're live at General Mitchell. Todd Hicks, today's TMJ4.
All right, Todd, see you then. Thanks.